If your God is as relevant as you say he is, then why aren't your tactics? If you've experienced years of perfect, unchanging love, then why don't you have it exacted? The morning lingered there, the night after my defining sin. I tried to fix it myself, but there was a clear lack of passion. So I turned to you, Christian, in my fragile state. You spoke with condemnation as if I had already sealed my final fate. So I ran away for miles and miles, not really knowing why I did, and I kept going and going and going until I bled. And I symbolized the blood dripping out of my nose and down to my lips as the tears that I wish I had so bitterly tasted. Now numb from the pain, I hardly care. I only do because I should. Beaten, I'm finally broken. Make me feel something, if you would. And if your God is as healing as you say he is, then why aren't your tactics? If you've experienced years of perfect, unconditional love, then why don't you have it exacted? I heard your messages for years, and yes, I was frequently moved to tears. If your tactics only work for so long, or so short. You preached hell and condemnation, but forgot about grace and acceptance. You got your own fill, but forgot about the baby while soaking up his presence. Now grace, hope, love are hot new items that he has to offer. I was hoping to find something a little more permanent than the latest trends at your sacred altar. I'm sorry, I forgot I was in church. Honesty and openness aren't really proper. Train your child in the way he is to go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. I agree with that. I could almost accept what you taught, but actions speak louder than words, and it always came to actions when we fought. You were mad because I held you to the same standard to which you held me. It was easy to preach when I was wrong, but hard to hear it when I came on just as strong. And I knew who your Jesus was by forming a mental image of the antithesis of you. And if my own mentors couldn't fulfill the mission, well, then why would I ever attempt to? I tried really hard to love him. But you are who you surround yourself with. And if God surrounds himself with you, I'm not really sure I want to meet him. And if your God is as unyielding as you say he is, then why aren't your tactics? If you've experienced years of perfect, relentless love, then why don't you have it exacted? I saw that I was draining you, but his strength is supposed to last forever. Jesus, with skin on, cracked so easily to hatred when I applied the slightest pressure. Give from the overflow. I heard it all my life, but I saw you draining yourself, and I've yet to meet the overflow type. I pushed for years to feel something gold, but everything true that I ever felt never quite fit into your mold. I was tired of the mask. His forgiveness is forever, but pity the day I should need to ask. I could sweep it under the rug and lead two separate lies, try to satisfy two different crowds and distinguish between the lies, or I could live with one side of pure acceptance, and for the other, accept rejection. Sometimes the pleasure of giving in outweighs the pride of saying no, and your condemning, pitying, excluding correction did not help my damaged faith to grow. At this point, my mind denounces God willingly, which means I'm no longer loved, but excommunicated and convicted of villainy. Again, I ask, if your God is as ever welcoming as you say he is, then why aren't your tactics? If you've experienced years of perfect, unending love, why don't you have it exacted? The sunlight's lingering there. The daylight's reaching in. The morning drags on, waiting for new days to begin. Carefully, we're tiptoeing around this house, mind and body at opposite ends. Painfully, I'm stricken from my family's covering, and my morality finally bends.